Have you ever faced this situation in your life when आपको कुछ करना है लाइफ में और आप कर भी रहे हो बट लास्ट मिनट पे आप एकदम डर जाते हो यार, you just want to give up because there's so much of resistance is flowing from all ends. Have you ever believed or do you have a vision of somebody who you really want to become, but आप चल रहे हो वही रास्ते पे चल रहे हो, but then somehow somewhere you just give up and you don't know why is it happening with you. If you have answered a yes for any of these questions, then you must watch this video which I have brought specially for you. So hi Harpreet and welcome to our show today, and before we go ahead, I really want you to introduce yourself to the audience a little bit, where you are from and what do you do. So just in 2 lines, if you could introduce yourself and tell people what is your question for today, where do you feel stuck in your life. So over to you, Harpreet.
Hi Ritu, thanks for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself and to ask you a question. My name is Harpreet and I'm a proud daughter to my parents. I have 2 loving daughters. I'm married to a loving husband for 19 years. I am working as a teacher for last 20 years. I'm very sincere and very hardworking, and I really want to serve the society. That is why I'm a teacher. Thank you.
Wow. So what is your question for me today? You don't look like with a, married for 19 years. That's really awesome. You look very young and energetic. But tell me, Harpreet, what is your question for me today?
As I told you, I'm very hardworking. But when I'm very near to my goal, I feel that there is some sort of inner resistance. I feel that I give in to distractions, and I feel that my self-talk becomes very, very negative. Although I'm aware and conscious of all these patterns, yet I'm not able to break them. So I want to learn from you how I can become a winner. I want to know about the ideal self-talk pattern so that I can overcome all these.
Okay, that's a beautiful question, Harpreet, because yes, resistance is one of my favorite topics. And I really believe that resistance never sleeps. It's always there, come what may, however hard work we are doing, whatever we are doing. But वो resistance हमें stop करता है. What is this resistance? Resistance is something which stops us from doing what we are doing. It tells us कि चलो बेटा अपने कंफर्ट जोन में ही रह लो, तुम मत चाहो, ये मत करो, कुछ नहीं होगा वो करके, right? And this is what resistance, the work of resistance is this. So we have to understand this, Harpreet, that we are living in this dual world. Okay, number one thing, which everything is dual. Coin को देखो तो उसमें भी 2 sides है, right? Head and tail. अगर देखो तो if we experience happiness, we know that there is another side to the coin, which is sadness. Right? If we know that there is courage, we also know that the fear exists side by side. जितना हम लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे उतना ही और कुछ ना कुछ fear आता रहेगा mind में. So we have to understand that we operate in a dual world. Good, bad, night, day, happiness, sadness, everything is duality. Okay, so it's in the same way, if we know this, that when we are progressing, our inner resistance are always going to show up. It's never going to sleep. When I say never going to sleep, I mean अगर आप सुबह 5 बजे भी बोलोगे मेरे को उठना है, तो रात को 5 बजने के 5 मिनट पहले भी आपका रेजिस्टेंस काम करेगा कि मत उठो आज, आज छोड़ दो उठना. So resistance is what? Inner resistance is refusing to do what your mind has thought that आज मेरे को ये करना ही है, पर वो resistance उसको stop करता है. Now let me give you an example. हम लोग क्या होता है normally? Maybe that's not the case with you, but most of the people do this in their life. It's like Monday, you come back from home and you're climbing from work, maybe you're teaching and you're coming back and then you're climbing stairs. You live in the 5th floor. आप 2 तल्ला आराम से चढ़े, 3 तल्ला आराम से चढ़े, but 4थे तल्ले में आप हाफ रहे, आपको breathlessness feel हो रहा है, and then you get scared. You're like, okay, I want to do something about my health. Okay, let me take care of my health. So what do you do the next day? On Tuesday, what do? You maybe, you find out, you Google, you research. चलो मेरे को हेल्थ के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं, कौन सा डॉक्टर को दिखाए, क्या टेस्ट करे, what is the best method so that I can have more stamina, what are the things which I can eat to get more stamina, and we're talking to our friends and coming out with all kinds of suggestions. Okay, Wednesday, what do? You are creating a new diet chart for yourself and you're like, I'm going to do it, come what may. डाइट चार्ट भी बन गया, सारा जंक भी हटा दिए घर से, चलो सब कुछ करेंगे, अब मैं रेडी हूँ, ऑल आउट हूँ. फिर आया आपका थर्सडे, और आप थर्सडे को क्या किए, चलो अरे पर वॉकिंग जिमिंग जाना है, नए जूते खरीद के लाना है, सब कुछ करना है, लेट मी जस्ट शॉप दिस वीक, लेट मी जस्ट प्लान आउट एवरीथिंग, let me just figure out my gym routine, everything, because now the days are coming and I'm going to start. And when Friday you're like, acha chalo, now it's Friday, aaj nahi karte, I'm going to start on Monday because it's the beginning of a new week for me. And Saturday, Sunday, to chalo weekend hai, let me just indulge, or bas last week of my freedom. उसके बाद तो मुझे काम करना ही है, right? And then this is happening to us. And then Saturday, by the end we reach Saturday, we are having a big fight with my mother or with our spouse or with somebody in our house where somebody is objecting our viewpoint and like ये क्या घर में सब चीज हटा दिया है, this and that junk food हटा दिया है, and खाली एक ही तुमको पागलपन हो गया है या whatever, or they are personally fighting you with you for some other reason. This is what is happening. And then you're like, अच्छा ठीक है आप, and then भाड़ में जाए, and then Saturday night you don't get sleep, you don't get that rest. Sunday you get up with a sulky mood maybe, or you're not very happy, and then you're like, यार चलो ठीक है पर आज इंडल्ज करेंगे, आज शो बना खाएंगे, कल से सोची हूँ करने का, करूंगी, but let me just give myself a big treat today, or you may stress yourself and start eating that day, that is like ठीक है आज आ जाए, बाहर जाके आज खाते हैं. And then when that comes, then what is happening, you're feeding the brain again with what you were doing, right? And then at the end of the day, then Monday comes morning and you're like switching off your alarm, your inner resistance, when you really want to do it, when you really want to take action, फिर क्या होता है, जो हमारी रेजिस्टेंसेस होती है, वो जो पहले एक हेड की होती है ना, वो 10 हेड हो जाती है. इसका जो एक सांप और 10 सांप होता है ना, so it becomes 10-headed snake. and you're like, अरे पर मंडे छोड़ो ना, अभी ये करने से, पर आज तो ये भी करना था, छोड़ो ना, मम्मी के संग रोज रोज झमेला होगा, लेट मी जस्ट लीव इट, और मैं भी ये कर भी लूंगी तो भी क्या होगा यार, इतना काम है सर पे, how will I manage my gym also, and how will I manage my work also. And when we start doing this and we find all the reasons, all the excuses, all the blame game, our mind is going to tell us, so that we cannot do the work. You know why? Because we need to come out of our comfort zone and do it. And our comfort zone क्या होता है, Harpreet? It's a safe space, right? It's a space. It's not bad. It's not bad. But what is it doing? It's protecting you. It's like that overprotective mother who's telling बच्चा चलो बच्चा ये कर लो, ये खा लो, लाके प्लेट में खाना दे दी, अच्छा तुम ज्यादा देर वहां पे मत रहना, कि ज्यादा भागा दौड़ी मत करना, गिर जाओगे ज्यादा, राइट? अच्छा ठीक है तुमसे नहीं होगा, लाओ मैं तुम्हारा लेसेस बांध देती हूँ, मैं तुम्हारा बांध देती हूँ. सो इट्स लाइक दैट ओवर प्रोटेक्टिव मदर who's trying to just protect you all the time and keep you in that safe harbor, safe comfort zone, safe space of known territory, right? And then what is happening is when you want to do anything of your own, coming out of that space, that head, snake head, comes up and says, shut up Harpreet, what if you fail, what if it does not happen, what if we कर रहे but what if नहीं हुआ, what if सब ये करके भी नहीं हुआ, तो फिर तो मम्मी बोलेगी ना, देखा मैंने तो बोला था ना कि नहीं होगा, देखा, I told you you're wasting your time. And all these little voice starts coming up at the end. And when we're doing something at the end, it's the maximum. Like you said, you're working hard, but at the end, you're getting all distracted and all over the place. So this is the work of our inner world resistance. Why? Because my mind is like that mother. Okay, my mind is the mother who wants to protect me all the time. कि हर में उसका काम ही यही है कि ऋतु सेफ रहे. It's not a bad thing to do, but we are evolving. The world is evolving. Everything is evolving around us, right? And now we have to come out of our comfort zone to do things so that we can create a new reality for us. If I give you an example, Harpreet, something like a thumb exercise. I want you to just put your thumb like this, right? कौन सा finger, कौन सा thumb ऊपर गया आपका? Which thumb is on the top, right or left?
Right.
Sorry?
My right.
Right. And for me, it's left. Okay, it's different for both of us. So maybe, and I've heard this, that if it is right, you're more sexier. If you're left, you're more smarter. So I don't know. It's just a saying. Maybe, maybe not true. But whatever it is, I'm saying do it again. Same.
Same.
Do it again. Same.
Same.
Same, right? And now I want you to do it consciously. I want you to take your hand and consciously do the opposite of it. How do you feel?
It did go. It was the same.
No, what I'm saying is, again, once do it, and now, आपका अगर पहले right जा रहा था, I want your left to go again. You consciously put your left toe, I mean left thumb on top of your right one. Close it like that. Is there any difference now? Are you feeling a little discomfort?
A lot of discomfort.
Yes. Because why? Because it's a habit. This is a natural habit. Okay. For you, it's right. For me, it's left. मेरा left thumb ऊपर जा रहा है, and it's a habit now. For you, right thumb is your habit now. Now, if I ask you to do things differently, it's creating something called a resistance, right? You don't want to do it, right? You're like, why should I do it again? But now, if I tell you to keep to every single day mindfully, Harpreet, you're going to put your left thumb on top of the instead of the right thumb on top. If I tell you to do it, now do it 5 more times. I mean, left on right, left on right, left on right. Do you now, after you're doing it, do you feel now it's getting better and better and better? Yeah, you can do it. So अभी आपको ये feel नहीं होगा, but if you do it over a period of 30 days, ये आपको feeling आने लग जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि आप एक नई habit आपके लिए create कर रहे हो. वो that नया habit is going to become your comfort zone once again, right? And this is what is going to happen when we are doing something and the distractions are there. And now you have the knowledge, and now you have to know that it is my resistance, it is my little inner voice, it is that mother, I would say, who's trying to keep me in that safe zone कि नहीं हरप्रीत को कुछ हो तो नहीं जाए, हरप्रीत को कहीं लग तो नहीं जाए, हरप्रीत कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं हो कि वो करे और मेरे नजर से दूर चली जाए, right? Something like that. So what is it trying to do? It's trying to stop you. And it is going to put all its energy to distract you, to bring excuses, to bring blame, and it's going to bring up all your memories from your back, from your past. It's going to make sure that things, whatever Harpreet का memories है, चलो activate करो उसको बोलो कि ये possible नहीं है आपके लिए achieve करना. And this is when we get distracted the most. Okay, but now with awareness, like I said, अगर आप 10 बार भी ये थंब को करोगे, पर अगर 11वीं बार फिर आप छोड़ दोगे बोल के हाथ होता नहीं है. It will take at least 30 to 60 days to create a new habit, right? But if on the 10th day or even on the suppose वो habit बन ही रहा है, but again last minute लग रहा है अभी भी यार थोड़ी सी 1% तो अभी भी discomfort है, छोड़ो मेरे को नहीं करना. Why should I change? I was comfortable. I'm still earning आपको सपोज कमाना है 1 करोड़ रुपया, बट आप 1 लाख कमा रहे हो अभी, एंड आई एम लाइक चलो 1 लाख तो चल रहा है ना, आई डोंट वांट टू टेक एनी रिस्क, इतना टेंशन नहीं ले सकती हूँ मैं. इज दिस यू टॉकिंग? नो, इट्स योर इनर वॉइस, इट्स दैट मदर टॉकिंग, इट्स दैट मदर हु इज ट्राइंग टू कीप हरप्रीत टू हर, कि मत छोड़ो मुझे, मत आप मेरे विसिनिटी से मत निकलो, मेरे नजर से दूर मत हो, बी दैट that warm child who's always with me and who's just that a baby which is there. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
I understand. But sometimes it's very painful. Know how to overcome that pain then. Sometimes you're not able to deal with the pain that is caused you to coming out of your comfort zone. It is rather painful.
Yes, that's a very valid question. If there is no pain, there is no gain. जब हम लोग जिम में जाते हैं, हम लोग को मसल्स बनाना होता है, हम लोग मसल बिल्ड अप करते हैं. फर्स्ट डे when we even pick up 5 kgs and we're like, oh my god, 5 kgs, that's a pain for me. But what happens is when we start doing it regularly, that 5 kgs become our comfort zone, and then what do? We take a recovery period also along it, but it becomes a pain if you overdo things. Now today, if I'm doing 5, 10, 15 and I'm not recovering in the middle, then it causes a lot of pain. But now once you know that yes, I want to train for at least, अब क्या करेंगे 5 kg से कर लेंगे, फिर maybe 2 days recover करेंगे, then from Monday I'm going to start with 10 kgs now or 7.5 kgs more, because now my capacity is built up already, right? And then you stick to your decision and then you make that 7.5. So this is what we need to do. Initially, when you are coming out of your comfort zone, you need to know there will be pain. Of course, you've never done it before. It's not pain, it's fear also, right? It's fear ki hoga, nahi hoga. Maybe your body will start showing up. Your surrounding, like I said, your mind will play up in every single way.
Yeah.
But it is that self-talk. Now, coming to your second question, it is that self-talk which you need to do with your own self, which will have to stop you from giving up. For peak performance, you said that I want to achieve greatness in my life. I want to do so much. I'm hardworking. Just by working hard, things don't work, my dear. You have to be consistent with your hard work. Consistency is number one thing which all successful people have. In America, there is a research that after the age of 52, people have become billionaires. Till for 52 years, what were they doing? Tell me that. No, if I want to become rich now, can I? Maybe, maybe not. But I don't know whether I am already rich for, that way. God has been very kind to me. But if I want to earn more money, can I? Can I not? So it's just that, yeah, if I have a goal, if I have a vision for myself, I need to keep building up myself. I need to keep building up myself. Maybe I'm happy right now, but maybe I want to expand my happiness and create something more for myself. Do you think वो सोचने से हो जाएगा खाली? नहीं होगा. उसके लिए एक्शन लेना जरूरी है. And my self talk and my belief system will have to be in check all the time. What can you do for that? Create a mantra for yourself that I love myself, I like myself, I can do it. I love myself, I like myself, I can do it. That's my mantra. Or it can be success is my only option. So if you feel like giving up and your mind will tell you, but Harpreet, success is your only option, right? And then it's not something you're saying yes right now, but let me tell you that you have to repeat it minimum 100 times a day. So that your mind starts telling you, that will become your new comfort zone. Then फिर वो पेन नहीं लगेगा. वो पेन के पीछे you'll feel like, oh my god, there's a gain behind the pain and I want to get there. Your vision will be greater than your pain at that point of time.
So my takeaway is success is the only option that I have. So I need to affirm it 100 times a day at least.
Yes, self-talk is very, very simple, Harpreet, because you just need to create one sentence which you really, really mean it. That's your tagline, I would say. And just have whatever you're doing in your life, know why are you doing that. If you want to teach, if you're a teacher, and if you're a teacher, why do I want to teach people? Why do I want to grow in my teaching business? What am I getting out of it? That satisfaction, that motivation will come only when you have a strong why. And if you have a strong why, I would want you to stick that why in various places in your house. Because whenever you get low and whenever you feel the pain, I'm not saying deny your pain or deny what you're feeling at that point of time, but then ask yourself this question, or maybe you can read that question. Why am I doing whatever I'm doing? What is the purpose behind me doing this? Is there a reason why I want to grow? So that why is going to take you forward in your life. Like whenever that resistance is coming in your head, remember that there are two sides of a coin. Always resistance तो कभी सोता ही नहीं है, वो तो आएगा ही. But who is the bigger person? Are you bigger or is that resistance bigger? Are you bigger or is that snake bigger? Are you bigger or is that overprotective mom bigger than you? Who is the bigger person? Just remember that. And if you can ask yourself this one question, how big am I? I do that all the time. How big am I?
Yeah.
And it's not like, are you just Harpreet or you're bigger than Harpreet? You're much bigger and you're much more grander than Harpreet, who can create magnificent results for her. Right? And if you can tap that source energy from within, and that's very simple by only questioning your own self. What is it that you really want to achieve in your life? How big is your dream? How big is that goal? Okay, so just by hard working, hard work It's your belief that if I do a lot of hard work, I will only succeed. But no, change it. I would say, if I am committed to my mission in my life, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there, and that does not mean that you have to work very hard for it. That just means that you need to work based on what you decide, and then make sure that you're enjoying the process and not making it a burden. Because the day it starts becoming a burden for you, you'll start feeling the pain.
Okay. Yes.
Got it?
Yes,
Yes. So I hope that answers. I can go on talking about the subject because
so my another takeaway from the session is that I need to ask so many questions, and till date I've been feeding my resistance rather than I feed my own self and say, am I bigger or is my resistance bigger? So every time the resistance is going to come up, I am supposed to self-talk and say, it's me who's bigger. I love myself, I like myself, and I'm committed to
that's
my
awesome, Harpreet. So yes,
takeaway.
please give yourself a round of applause for it, and we can say yes for it. So whenever you've done something, always learn to also celebrate your life more and more and more, because again, that gives you a kick. But I have given you the gist of whatever it is. But yes, it needs practice to do that consistently. Okay, so do that and make sure that you can actually master your performance, and you can actually get whatever you need.
Sure, I'm going to practice it 100% and apply it in my life because I was looking for it for so long.
Awesome. Amazing. Super.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.